Have you noticed that we have an issue in this where it's always somebody else's job to do stuff?
Mm-hmm.
So for the last minute, I'm going to read a little story.
Uh-oh.
This is called The Parable of Responsibility.
Oh, jeez.
Everybody, somebody, anybody, and nobody were members of a group. There was an important job to do, and everybody was asked to do it. Everybody was sure that somebody would do it. Anybody would have done it, but nobody did it. Somebody got angry because it was everybody's job. Everybody thought anybody would do it, but nobody realized that anybody wouldn't do it. It ended up that everybody blamed somebody when nobody did what anybody could have done. The end.
Happy now. Do I need to get my blanket for the next one?
Yes. Might as well get your blankie.
Okay, let's, not that anyone wants to see our ugly faces, but still. Cam feeds are up. The audio should be good. Yes, do you indeed feel better now, Kish?
A little bit.
Okay, that's good.
Alright, so we got, what, 30 seconds?
Yeah, give or take.
Okay.
Just checking messages.
Have we gone out on all the social medias?
Yeah, but that was half an hour ago.
The fuck was that?
That's why I can't be bothered. No. Just no. Just no.
Okay. We're ready to go when you are.
Yep. Go for it.
Alright, we're going live in 3, 2, 1. Come one, come all to the single most exciting non-content patch in gaming. Why non-content? Have you ever listened to me for more than 5 minutes? If you haven't, consider yourself lucky. If you have, the only thing you do is put wax on cotton, stick it in your fucking ears, and hope the sirens crash your ships on the rocks. The Ordocast. The only place on the grid where Skynet and Mercury look at the new Cortana system and go, holy fuck, we can't even fix that shit.
Welcome to the Ordocast, everyone. This is episode 18, World Connection. And aren't our visuals nice? All very sparkly, and I'm not doing it again.
Shiny.
Not doing it again. No, not doing it again. A 30-second clip that took 2 fucking hours to render. Nah.
Well, we keep telling you try to just recycle the ones you've already done, but no.
Yeah, those are 18. 18! In fact, episode 20 is going to be our Christmas stream. It's going to be the 12 days of Ordomus.
Da, 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 da. Oh, you guys said 18, not 18. Never mind.
I'm going to sell you to a band of roving gypsies, I swear.
Sound like my mother.
So, we've got no awards news and there's no chapter news this week because we're going to cover a few things. And then we've got a cool little announcement for you guys.
Yay, announcements are good.
They certainly are. So, we're going to start off with some Star Wars Battlefront news. And no, I'm not going to rant, I promise. There's no ranting from me on this one. Yeah, this time. So, GameStop have turned around to EA and said, hey guys, Star Wars Battlefront has seriously underperformed. Now, we're not talking in technical specs or multiplayer specs. None of those sort of numbers. And EA apparently was very surprised about this. And I'll give you guys a brief of the article. It was reported by Eurogamer that GameStop's Tony Bartel told investors that the sci-fi shooter, along with Halo 5 Guardians and Assassin's Creed Syndicate, had not performed as the retailer had anticipated since its release on November 20th. The EA COO, Peter Moore, responded by saying that it was interesting and a little bit of a surprise, particularly as the CFO in the call then started to correct Bartel as the call went on, and confirmed that Battlefront was still on course to hit its target of 13 million copies sold by the end of March 2016 as anticipated. So from their perspective, they were there to reaffirm that their guidelines of 13 million units sold by the end of the fiscal year was still well on track. So it seems GameStop are starting to step up and say what we, or at least what I've been saying, that Battlefront's not going to do very well. It won't.
No, and GameStop, unfortunately, would be the guys to know because they're the ones that undercut everybody. So if you're not selling it at GameStop, it ain't fucking selling.
Exactly. I mean, I've been doing a Battlefront video diary, as I'm sure most of you on the forums know, and for what it is, it's fun. Seriously frustrating, especially now, like, you know, after a couple of weeks, the aimbotters and the hackers have started in, and yeah.
I've heard rumors that there's a pay-to-win weapon that you can get for like $60 that really fucks everything up.
Well, it's not so much that it's a pay-to-win weapon. Okay, basically what it is, if you get a certain version of the game, you get Han Solo's DL-44 pistol. Now, this thing, from anywhere medium to close range, will murder you in just one shot. So everyone that's pre-ordered this particular version has now got that. And bear in mind, this is like a level 50 weapon. And they're running, and when you're only a little noob with only one unlock running around and you just keep getting sniped with this damn pistol, and you're looking at maybe 2 kills to like 45 deaths, it's like,
Why are there levels, Oza? Because progression. Yeah. That's why.
The levels don't mean shit, to be honest. I mean, the whole matchmaking is meant to be done on a skill-based system. It's meant to read your kill-death ratio, your unlocks, and your style of play. It does not work. They've seriously shot themselves in the foot because there's no sort of server browser, there's no decent matchmaking, and they're not offering people to rent private, dedicated servers. So in terms of multiplayer functionality, when it comes to servers and matchmaking, it is failing big time.
I've heard the single player campaign isn't all that great either.
The single player, it's not so much a campaign, it's more of a series of missions that you do, and you have to hit certain milestones in it. Like, for one, there's a survival mode, which was in the beta. In it, if you survive 15 rounds, you get a star. If you find all the collectibles, you get another star and credits. And then you do it on like master level, hard level, and veteran and whatnot.
And no, Zoza, DICE will not tell EA to shut the fuck up. Because EA pays the fucking bills and DICE is their bitch.
Well, it's not even DICE that make the matchmaking technology for Frostbite. It's a completely different company called, I think it's Uprising, I believe, or something like that. They did all the matchmaking systems for all the Battlefield series. And it's become like the standard because it works. Okay, yeah, DICE LA had to fix it for Battlefield 4. But when they fixed it, it worked. But they've categorically turned around and said, no, we're not going to do it because if we do it for PC, we're going to have to do it for PS4 and Xbox. And on PS4 and Xbox, it won't work. So, but hoping they're going to relent for their first major DLC. So we'll see on that one. But right now, for what it is, it's good. I will admit the Battle of Jakku is interesting. It's fun. It introduced a new game mode called Turning Point. But yeah, it's not Battlefront. It's not Battlefront. But then again, I can't really bitch and whine and complain about that. And for one reason. Sitting there playing it today, trying to record some sort of decent footage for the next video diary, and I hit on a realization. It's never going to be Battlefront. Battlefront 2 wasn't even Battlefront.
Mm-hmm.
Battlefront wasn't even Battlefront. Because Battlefront was just a reskin version of Battlefield 1942.
Yep.
It was just that with a Star Wars skin thrown on it. And you can never remake a classic. You can never can. I mean, look at Total Recall, the original. Fantastic film. Brilliant for its time. The remake, crap. Remakes of anything are crap.
There are exceptions.
Such
There are
as?
exceptions. Judge Dredd.
No.
Now, hang on, hear me out.
I watched both of them. I thought they were both crap.
Well, the first one was supposed to be. It was supposed to be campy and stupid, and it was almost like Demolition Man, which was a really good movie, as bad as it was. It was supposed to be fun. The reboot for Judge Dredd was supposed to be more in line with the graphic novels, which it was. So in that respect, they were cool. The new RoboCop movie that came out, it wasn't bad. It was a little predictable. It was definitely Hollywoodized. But I know. I just saw your face on that when I said RoboCop.
That was the biggest steaming pile of horse shit to ever come out of Hollywood.
It was, but for what it was, which
was
A-Team,
for instance.
Okay, A-Team. Let's not
that
go
was
there.
Crap.
That you can't take a stupid TV show like that and make it into a movie. It's be like them trying to take MacGyver and make it a movie. It won't work. Okay, now if they wanted to reboot it as a TV show and update it,
Battlestar Galactica.
That one I couldn't get into it.
It was crap. Let's face it. It was crap.
But you love BSG.
I do. I love original BSG.
You were head over heels in love with the other one too when it was out.
For the first season. And then it was like, really? I mean, come on.
I didn't.
Okay, well, let's put it this way then. 90% of the time, a remake is crappier than the original because you just can't recapture that magic.
I will. Okay, here's one I'm pretty sure you will agree with. I don't personally agree with it, but there are a lot of people out there probably will.
Mission, you are dead to me. You are dead to me.
Old Who versus New Who.
Yeah, but New Who wasn't a remake. It's just a continuation of the story.
Kind of.
In a way, it is. Well, it's not. The reboot was the 1998 movie, which, let's face it, stunk like a steaming pile of crap.
Right, but that's what kickstarted the new Who, the whole new thing. Because up until that point, Who was dead. You could barely, even at that point in 98, and that was when I went into boot camp, you could barely find the old Who reruns on PBS.
Well, yeah, the reruns, maybe not, but they were still selling thousands upon thousands of books, audiobooks, and comics between the time the series died in the late 80s all the way up to 2005 when they brought it back.
Right. And no, Michonne, a reboot and a remake are basically the same thing because that's what they're calling all the remakes now, or reboots, because they're rebooting the franchise.
Yeah, I'm just talking about remakes. Not reboots, remakes, which is what they tried to do with Battlefront, and they have failed.
And I agree with you. And that was the thing that I've been saying this since the beginning. It's Battlefield with a Star Wars skin on it.
But again, it's not.
You just said it was.
No, I said it wasn't a remake.
Was Battlefield 1942?
Yeah, the original.
Star Wars skin.
Yeah, the original Battlefront 1, the original. That was 1942 with just a remake skin.
Right.
That was, but it still felt original. Because let's face it, it was Star Wars. It came out at the right time. It appealed to the right audience, and it added something that the community was wanting.
Desperate for, because there had been no good Star Wars games since Shadows of the Empire.
Exactly. But you look at all the different titles we've got around now. It's come about when the market's just saturated with third and first person shooters.
Yep, I know. I know, and that's what I'm saying. It's basically, for all intents and purposes, it's just another Call of Duty, and it's just another Battlefield. It just has a Star Wars skin on it.
In that respect, yeah, it is.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that they took Battlefield 4 and then slapped a Star Wars skin on it. It's basically just Battlefield, whatever new iteration is, skinned with Star Wars to appeal to the Star Wars crowd. They didn't create a new anything with it, really. I mean, even when you sit down and you look at the weapons, the Star Wars uses energy weapons for the most part. There were some ammunition type weapons that were used. If you go back to Republic Commando, there were the shotguns and that kind of stuff. I think not the Tholians. Can't think what they are. There's an alien race in there that use shotguns, pump action shotguns, which uses regular ammunition, not energy weapons.
Mm-hmm.
So that was I don't know if it was the Trandoshans or not. I don't think it was. I think it was Trandoshans, but I can't remember, Rashawn. I really don't. I can't remember off the top of my head. I just started playing it again the other day. But when you look at Battlefield, basically what they've done is they've taken M4s and MP5s and all that stuff and futurized it a little bit. It still uses magazines. You still got an ejection port. You're still firing use shells out of the side, out of the ejection port. It does it's a regular shooter that's been updated with Star Wars stuff, for the most part. If you take a look at I've seen some of the assault rifles and stuff that the Republic has, or the Alliance has. They're basically M4s and MP5s with Star Wars stuff on it.
Yeah,
and it shoots red bolts out of it instead of
yeah.
But it's still ejecting cartridges.
But you gotta remember, when the films came out, all the weapons used in all of those films were real weapons taken and bits and pieces added to them. So they're always going to look like MP5s or AK-47s or AR-15s.
There's a difference between kit bashing, which is what you do when you take those, like the DL-44, for example, is a combination of 6 or 7 different weapons. But when Han pulled the trigger and fired it, all you got was the laser that shot out of the barrel. There wasn't a cartridge that was ejected out of the side in the exact same way.
And there's not in Battlefront.
There are.
They're not. Dude, I've been playing the damn game. There is no cartridge eject. They're energy-based weapons. There is no reload. They just recharge.
Okay.
Dude, go and watch my footage. You will not see any cartridges being ejected. Unless you're probably using either a cycler rifle or maybe, I think it's the CB-112, which is like a modified Jowl weapon.
Okay, I'll have to find the footage. I'll post it up. I've seen the footage where it's basically just an AR-15, or not an AR-15. It's like an M16, a modified M16 with cartridges.
Probably,
and all that.
I think it's the IR-112, which is the Republic weapon. But yeah, no cartridges,
it's a Republic weapon.
Trust me, I've been playing the game. No cartridges.
Okay.
None whatsoever.
Okay. I'll take your word for it. I'll go find it, though.
It's funny how we've been talking about Battlefield and Battlefront, because it's possible details have been leaked about Battlefield 5.
Yeah, we kind of touched on this last week.
We kind of did, but this was more, I guess you could call it a happenstance of accidents. Okay, basically the news article is this, okay? This guy, he's a Reddit user who's looking for Gears of War 2 information. Mm-hmm. Okay, and he goes to IMDb, the Internet Movie Database page. Everyone's probably used it, everyone's probably heard of it. And he was looking at the page for Steve Jablonski, I believe it was. And noticed something interesting. On the list of entertainment titles they composed for this guy, it included Battlefield 5 Armageddon. And the synopsis for the page simply reads: this game is about a small town soldier who is in a battle for Japan, and he must fight to get home to his family and friends. Seems the internet's picked up on him, and they've gone absolutely nuts.
We'll see what happens. I mean, it's possible they may. It could be a placeholder, but the way all this stuff goes, I treat this in the exact same way as I treat Half-Life 3.
Exactly.
What does everybody says? Half-Life 3 confirmed. It's a crock of shit until EA comes out and says that it's a thing.
Not unless Kotaku leak more info.
Well, see, and this is what we were talking about last week. I'm waiting for one of these gaming news agencies to turn around and do that, and then it bite them in the ass.
Oh yes, although it does quite often.
Well, sometimes it does. It usually ends up happening when stuff like this comes out and they release stuff early. The developer changes things as time goes along, and people get pissed.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Well, Zoza said something about Battlefront 3 when it didn't exist and still doesn't. So. Yeah, so kind of like that, basically, yeah.
Doesn't and never will, unfortunately. No.
So I mean, I don't know. I don't care. I mean, if Battlefield 5 is a thing, then cool. But let's let EA and their
it's already confirmed they're making a fifth one.
Cool.
That's confirmed. Okay. They are making a fifth one, although details of whether it is going to be in Japan, whether it's going to be a World War II style, whether it's going to be a more modern sci-fi style, we don't know. It's speculation.
I wouldn't mind that, because the first Call of Duty I played was set in World War II, and that was on the old Xbox years ago.
God, yeah, Call of Duty, United Offensive, Call of Duty 2, and I think the third one as well.
Yeah,
and then you had Call of Duty World at War.
That's the one I played, World War, because that was the one that had. I think that was the one, because I think that was the one where you start off as a regular soldier, hit the beaches of Normandy, and you end up getting into Spec Ops and all that other stuff, and there's an actual storyline that took place with it, which was really cool. But that was the first time. That was also the first time I'd ever seen regenerative health too.
I think World at War was where you start off on the beaches of Japan. Or was that 3?
I don't know.
Oh, it's one of them.
It's 12 years ago.
Yeah, it's been a while. I'm going to have to re-download them on Steam.
I played this right after I got out of the military, so it's been a while.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, I'm going to have to replay them on Steam, although I don't think I want to play it in 1024 resolution.
So I mean, yeah, it wouldn't hurt my feelings at all if they did do that, because it would be nice to kind of go backwards instead of going forward.
Yeah, I think if they actually went back and did another honest to God World War II one, it would only help them.
Yeah.
It would only help them, because I think everyone's starting to get tired of all the advanced in the future warfare and the tech and the gadgets, and they just want a nice, goodness, visceral shooter.
Well, there's a if it was more realistic, it would go better.
Mm-hmm.
But they're trying to go for ultra realism with a sci-fi edge, and it just doesn't jive like that.
Yeah.
So, with that, do you remember Onimusha?
I do remember Onimusha.
There are. I'm trying to remember where I saw this at, because I ran across it a couple of days ago. Whoever the developer was, I think it was Capcom, that owns Onimusha, have released it to be turned into a live action movie.
Oh, jeez.
Well, hang on. Now this I have high hope for. Because they're not trying to create a new story. They're actually taking the game itself and translating it into a movie. So not like they did with Final Fantasy, where they tried to create a new mythos. And all that. They're actually taking the characters there and actually building it with all the demonology and the funny stuff that happened in the game, and the over the top acting and that kind of stuff. So it might actually be pretty cool. I don't know. I'll have to go back. The names they were using, the company that was going to make the movie, has made a lot of good movies, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. I don't know.
No.
I'll have to find it.
Hello, yet another Doom, Super Mario Brothers.
Well, see, and that's the thing is
Resident Evil,
Super Mario Brothers, and same thing with Final Fantasy. They tried to sit down and create a new story instead of basically sticking to the story that, well, Super Mario, there's not really a story there to tell, so that was a wild card. Final Fantasy is the same thing there. Every single iteration is completely different, but there are threads that tie everything together. So they basically tried to make a video game movie.
When are these people going to learn that you can't make a game into a movie and have it
Well, it's
majorly
because
successful?
nobody's done it successfully yet. Somebody's going to find it, because it used to be the same thing with comic books. You could not take a comic book and turn it into a movie and have it be successful until Marvel started doing it a few years ago.
Oh, I don't know. The original Batman, that was pretty successful. I'm talking about the first actual movie.
Right? Yeah, the ones that with Michael Keaton.
That's it,
and that stuff. Yeah, that was. But see, that's the thing. The thing is, though, that particular one, that was a rarity, and those first two movies that came out were good, and then it fell apart.
Yeah, as it usually does.
You know, the third one, all the rest of that stuff, and Clooney and Val Kilmer, it fucking almost destroyed the franchise, and now you. Now you've got the new stuff that's come out, you know, Batman Begins and all the stuff that revitalized the franchise and took a new spin on it, which was cool because it felt more like I think it was Dark Horse. No, it wasn't Dark Horse Comics.
DC, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was DC, but they basically turned it into a graphic novel instead of comic books, and I can't remember who it was that did that. I want to say it was Frank Miller, but I don't think it was Frank Miller. And then you had the Marvel movies that came out shortly thereafter, where they took because they tried again with the Hulk and the Incredible Hulk and all that stuff, and they fucked it all up.
Mm-hmm. Fantastic Four.
Right, Fantastic Four over and over and over again, and then you have these new movies that come up basically where they're starting to build up the Avengers. So you had Captain America was the X-Men movies was one of the first ones I remember that were really good. The first 3 or 4 were amazing, and then they fell apart.
Yeah, but
I think Marvel. And Warner Brothers have they found a formula that works, and the way they're making the movies are not that bad. I mean, look at Guardians of the Galaxy for crying out loud. The whole comic series is retardedly funny, and you'd never think it'd make a really good movie, but it's one of the best movies I've seen in years.
I wouldn't go that far, but I'm not really a big comic. But then I'm not really a big comic book fan.
This is true, but for a comic book movie, it was amazing. It was hilarious. It kept the spirit of Guardians of the Galaxies and did it right. Chris Pratt actually did a really good job. I was surprised. I didn't think he was going to be able to pull it off, but that was fucking funny. I'm not a big Chris Pratt fan at all, but he did a good job with that. That was good. So I don't know. It depends on who gets it and who they get to write it. If they try to turn around and turn it into a cash cow without actually paying respect to the source material, they're going to fuck it all up. They're royally going to fuck it all up.
But if they do what Marvel's done, episode 7,
knocking on wood,
doing that
which
already.
I'm going to go see, by the way.
Yep, same here.
My roommate and I both have tickets for the 11 o'clock show on the 18th. So
24 hours before you.
That's fine. I don't care. People keep bringing that up, and they're trying to make it. I don't give a flying fuck who gets to go see it first. I'm going to go see this motherfucker with my roommate, and we are going to enjoy it.
I'm going to rant about this for a sec, because there's a story going around now. I'm not sure how true it is. I mean, come on, it's a Facebook story. So I'm not sure how much faith you can put in it. This guy has gone into a cinema.
Yes, it's true.
He's bought out every single ticket in the cinema just so he can have the entire cinema to himself, first showing of the film.
That was vetted out. CNN, ABC, and NBC all ran that story.
Now, I am both impressed and disgusted at the same time.
He dropped $2,100 on that mess.
I'm impressed because, one, he was able to drop the cash, and, it's genius. I mean, who doesn't want an entire cinema to themselves to see an opening of such an iconic franchise? However, the more I thought about it, the more I started to get pissed off. Theatres are only allowed to show films for a certain number of days. And because of all the other films they got to show, they can only do so many showings per day. This guy has basically outed like 90 other people who now might not be able to get to see this film in the cinema.
Okay, now here's this is where you have to be devious like me. This is where coming from a security background and dealing with this stuff in Toronto comes into play. I will lay you 10-1 odds that he got away with doing it because what he did, because what he said, he's buying it for himself. How much you want to bet this motherfucker is going to turn around and scalp those tickets?
Wouldn't surprise me.
Now that to me, that would be what he would do. But he's saying he's going to buy it all for himself because if everybody knows he bought all the tickets and he's going to scalp it, he's going to get busted for it. But I promise you, he's scalping those motherfuckers out.
Oh, more than likely. I would not be surprised. I really wouldn't be surprised.
He may actually be doing it for. He may if he's cool, he might take it. Like if it was me, I'd do it at a loss just because if you were over here and that kind of stuff, and I had those kind of tickets, I'd hook you guys up with it. But that's just me.
Awesome
I'm weird.
Let's see.
So let's keep on going because we're both tired.
We've actually got a kickback from a classic in there. I'm not sure how many of you guys remember this. On the old Dreamcast system, there was a fantastic game. It was called Shenmue. I absolutely adored this game. I played it for hours and hours and hours. I think I replayed the damn thing like 10 times. It was a hit. Shenmue 2 came out on the PlayStation 2, I believe it was. PlayStation 3.
I don't remember.
Played it. Again, it was quite a good continuation story. Well, Shenmue 3, the final chapter, got a Kickstarter, and it had so much support, it was unbelievable. And the new screenshots that are coming out of Shenmue look absolutely fantastic.
Michonne says that his mate won't stop fucking raving about Shenmue. He's about had it. He's gonna fucking kill him.
And so you should be raving about Shenmue. It is absolutely fantastic. It really is. It was just one of those games that just sucked you right in and just kept you right there. It's like, yeah, I'm just going to hold you by the throat and just not let you go until you can't stand it anymore. It was fantastic. Absolutely amazing. So, Shenmue 3 is on the way. And if you want to know more about it, hit Google. You will not be disappointed with its story. I guarantee it.
Speaking of coolness, the 2015 Game Awards are live on YouTube.
Yes.
So we will post. You want to put that in the chat, or you want to put it in the description?
I
can throw it in chat if you want me to.
Do you know what? I can. Yeah, let's throw it in there.
Okay.
Wrong link, but never mind, because it was a tiny URL. Stupid thing. Here we go. This one should work. Although right now they just got some crappy bands. So you better off staying here with us on the Ordocast.
Yes.
Yes.
So there's all that. So you guys can go watch the 2015 VGAs if you want to. My hella happy ass is going to bed as soon as we're done here. I'm going to get up early tomorrow.
Do you know what? I saw the title of this one and... No.
Just fuck no.
No.
Not no, not hell no, but hell the fuck no.
Now, I threw this in there. I had no idea we'd be going on so much about reboots and things like that. But this, oh my God. Yeah, no, go on. No, go on. No, I just can't.
He just can't even. Ladies and gentlemen, you've just seen Esva turn into a 19-year-old Valley girl. He just can't even. All he needs now is a cup of Starbucks.
Yeah. And make it pumpkin spice.
Oh, fuck off. You go to hell. You go to hell and you die.
This is just so wrong.
It is.
So the headline for this news article is Stallone working with Fox on Rambo TV show.
Yep. Creed. It's talking. Was it Apollo's son? Right. I don't know. It might work. I don't know. I don't know how they're gonna get around all this mess.
Sylvester Stallone is working with U.S. television network Fox to create a series based on his iconic Rambo films.
Yeah, it's called Creed.
The actor who starred as Vietnam War veteran will be an executive producer on the project, and the new program will explore a complex relationship between John Rambo and his son JR, a former Navy SEAL. Fox has ordered a script for the show called Rambo New Blood, which would be a 1-hour drama if picked up by the network. I just can't even... No.
I don't.
No.
And you did say Rambo and not Rocky, didn't you?
Yes, I did. Because you're a douchebag.
I'm tired. I had a 19-hour shift today. I'm fucking tired. I'm
not surprised.
But yes, he's also doing. There's also a Rambo show or a movie or something. It's called Creed that's coming out. That's I guess it's following Apollo Creed's kid or some shit. So he's been busy.
Wow. No.
I'm not a big fan of either set of movies, so whatever.
Yeah, neither am I. But I mean, come on. No. Yeah, let's just move on.
Okay. Jade Empire, if you guys have Origin, is on their free download list for the next God knows how long. So go snatch that shit up while you get a chance.
Yeah, probably about the next 8 weeks, and there's the link for anyone that wants it.
Yep, and it is a very good game. I'm not a big Jade Empire fan, and I enjoy playing that every once in a while.
Slap a Star Wars skin on it, it could be KOTOR 3.
Confirmed.
Hell, it's the same engine as KOTOR 2, so why not?
Yeah.
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 You absolutely know you love the way I tease. Everyone does. Even Keisho.
Nah, not really. You're cute, but you're not my type.
Ah, but you said you loved me.
Yeah.
Oh, just yeah. Thanks.
Fuck you, Mashan. Fuck you.
Do you know what, Zoza? Kick him out of Ordo right now. We'll send the Death Squad to pick him up later.
Jar Jar story. Fuck you.
Wait, wasn't that Star Wars Episode 1? Plus all following games?
Well, no. I will say this. If you look at it, I don't know if you guys have seen this stupidness, but it's kind of cool. There's a thing that's been going around where basically somebody's come up with a theory and go through and they go line by line.
Yeah.
Where Jar Jar is actually an Imperial agent fucking with the story.
Yeah.
And if you look at it from that perspective, Jar Jar is the most amazing character that has ever been created.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that is perfect. I will find it one of these days, but oh my god, I read that, I could not stop fucking laughing. It was amazing.
Yeah. So Sony are causing a bit of a rift. No surprises there. And they're back up to their old tricks again.
Well, let's hope this one actually pans out.
Well, this is a company who said that they would never integrate console and PC because they were two completely different entities.
Yep.
So a little development company turned around and said, well, do you know what? Fine, Sony aren't going to do it. We're going to create a bridge so you can stream your PS4 to PC. It got raves. 5 days later, Sony turned around and say it plans to release their own official one. And let's see, the news comes via a tweet by Sony Worldwide Studios president. Some people asked if we plan to provide remote play function to PC, and yes, we are indeed working on an official application for PC and Mac.
Now all they have to do is just make it so that you can play video games with people online between PC and PS4, and they'll shut Xbox down.
Look, all they've got to do is run games on servers that aren't isolated.
Yeah.
Cross-platform servers. That's all they've got to do.
I know. Eve proved that it can be done. It didn't work very well because it's fucking Eve, but they proved that it can be done.
Exactly. Let's see. So it's likely to come as bad news for Twisted. The developer intended to charge for its streaming application. If Sony's current streaming implementation with Xperia phones and the Vita is anything to go by, their tool will be free. Still, there's no word on whether Sony will allow mouse and keyboard compatibility with the streaming, which is probably the only real benefit for PC gamers. Exactly, I say the same thing. See, and any Android users out there, this one will probably interest you. Now, I'm sure you've heard Mission go on about this on occasion. A program called BlueStacks. It emulates an Android device on your computer.
Mm-hmm.
BlueStacks 2 launches as hardcore PC gamers get into mobile gaming. Now, funnily enough, on Mission's advice, I actually downloaded BlueStacks a couple of weeks ago, and it's actually quite awesome. I've been playing all my games on that instead. It's been quite fun. And so let's see, BlueStacks has announced the launch of the second version of its platform, and also the fact that it has surpassed the 100 million download mark.
Sweet.
It's tallied 109 million downloads, with around 220,000 new users joining daily on average. BlueStacks allow for playing Android games on Windows and Mac, and the launch of BlueStacks 2 sees the addition of several new features. These include a new browser-like interface allowing for ads to be opened in a new tab so they can be perused without interruption of gameplay, and you can run multiple apps simultaneously over different tabs. For example, users have the messaging and gaming apps running at the same time. It's interesting to see BlueStacks pushing forward strongly with user numbers in light of the ex-Microsoft CEO Steve Ballmer's recent remarks about his unhappiness at the situation with Windows smartphone apps, and his insistence that bringing Android apps across to Redmond's platform would be the right move. The CEO of BlueStacks, Rosen Sharma, observed that hardcore PC gamers are starting to get more into the mid-core mobile games platform scenes, and noted that users spend a lot of money, which has attracted app developers to our platform in droves. On the other end of the spectrum, apps like messaging and e-commerce also tend to get heavy usage and attract high-value users. The platform has been a boon for advertisers and for game players alike, because there's nothing better than being able to play games with your mouse and your keyboard on a large screen instead of on just a 7-inch AMOLED LED screen. And he's right.
Yep. The only caveat I have to say that is Windows phones.
Yeah. It's Windows, what you expect.
And yes, there is also the PS2 emulator coming to the PS4, so now you can break out all your old PS2 games and be a badass.
Yeah, but yeah, a year behind Microsoft.
Who cares? I don't care. And I don't care who did it first or who came up with it first or whatever. The fact is, they're gonna do it.
Yeah, they're gonna do it, but it's only because too many people have bitched that Microsoft decided to do it first. And
That's
even
fine.
then, Sony have probably only said it'll only be for previous PlayStation exclusives as well.
That I don't know. I'll have to check. I think most of their stuff. I'll have to double check. I know what Chaos is talking about, and I read over the article, and I can't remember exactly what it said, but it's more than just exclusives. And I don't know if the emulator is going to work with discs, or if it's one of those things where you have to, you get it off the Sony PlayStation
It'll probably
web
be
thing and download it.
It'll probably have to be discs, because I mean, if you have to repurchase, that is going to piss a lot of people off.
It might, but if they're going to do it, if they do it the same way as Good Old Games does it. Because basically you're running a lot of the stuff you're running on a DOS emulator, on DOS box, and you're still purchasing games, but you're getting it like pennies on the dollar. So if PlayStation does the same thing where you have the emulator and then you could download the games and run it that way or whatever, or if it will run the discs, I don't know, because how those old PS2 discs where they had that black coating on them so nothing could fucking read them. So I don't know. I don't know how that's going to work.
Well,
I don't know. I don't know if the emulator is gonna activate the software inside the PS4 to read through that black gunk.
Probably will do.
We'll see. I don't know.
Yeah, we'll see. So, random YouTube video. I haven't seen this.
Oh fuck!
It's just completely at random. All I put in was Steam Movie Maker Team Fortress 2.
If it's
that was it.
Badger.
That's all I done. I just put in Steam Movie Maker Team Fortress 2. So, hold on to your butts.
You're right, Chaos. I was wrong. Yeah, it is the PS ones that had the black discs.
This is gonna get interesting. So, are we ready?
Let's do it.
Okay.
Here's your
Hey,
chance.
ho, what you do? Hey, ho, what you do? Hey, people, let's go!
Hi, welcome to NBA Jam. That's the game, head-to-head. Let's do it.
That was the fastest game. Whoa! Enter initials for rec keeping. Yes! That's how you know a game is satisfying. Play fucking NBA motherfucking Jam. It says you have an ego.
That's my name, actually.
Oh, that was Aaron. Look at these guys.
Come on and slam! Wham, bam, thank you, ma'am. Get on the floor and jam. You see me on the microphone.
I like how it can't go out of bounds in this.
Whoa! Just work that body, work that body. Make sure you don't hurt nobody. Something, lose your mind. Something into overtime. Hey, TJ! Yeah? Y'all ready to stop?
Nah.
You wanna know why?
Why?
Cause it's the Slam Jam, fellas!
Oh, I'm on fire! Pass it. This is getting Miami heated. Pass it, shoot it.
This is a Slam Jam!
I believe I can fly. I believe I can touch the sky.
Like a gray ape.
What?
I have no idea. This is what happens when you just put in random YouTube videos. I don't know. That's why it's called a random YouTube video.
The ever-loving fuck. What the fuck?
That's what you come for.
No, Zoza, you do not get to choose a video next time. No,
No, you don't.
no.
Hence why I don't even watch the video. I don't even watch it.
If Zoza picks a video, it's gonna be some fucking educational shit from like the 1950s and gonna put everybody to sleep.
This is cheese. You cut the cheese like so.
Oh my god. You guys, I swear to fucking God.
See, this is why it's a random YouTube video. I just put in some dumb shit like, I don't know, donkeys wearing felt hats playing Call of Duty or some crap like that. I just take the first one and download it. I don't even watch it. I watch it with you guys and oh my god.
You need just a random word generator that just hit and then plug it into YouTube and see what fucking happens. Cause oh my god.
Wow.
I mean, at least that was funny and not disturbing, but
Oh, it was disturbing
fuck.
on so many levels.
Jesus Christ. Oh god.
Wow.
Okay, and on that fucked up random note, I think we might want to call this a night.
Well, I have just one more thing.
Oh no.
I have one
What
more
now?
thing.
What did Zoza break now?
No, he didn't break anything actually.
That's not possible. He always breaks something.
No, well, he couldn't break this because I didn't let him near it.
Okay.
Okay, so in 2 weeks' time, episode 20, which we're calling the 12 Days of Ordomus, we're going to be giving some prizes away. I'm going to tell you what they are now. Okay. Now, you could get either a copy. Now, bear in mind, this is all for PC. I mean, come on. PC Master Race. You could get either. Shut it. Shut it. Stop laughing. Stop it. I'll give you $50 if you can stop laughing this instant. what I mean? This is the shit I have to put up with. I just want to sell him.
Okay. So
You good?
Okay, so we're just gonna get out of the way.
You good?
PC Master Race, fuck consoles. Let's go. Let's carry on.
You good?
No, but let's keep going anyway.
Okay. Serious face. No, okay, doesn't work. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't you dare. Keep doing that. You're going to bite right through that finger. Come on, snap to, Marine. Does it hurt yet?
I lost my bearing years ago. Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead. Let's finish this up because fuck console gamers.
Yeah. Okay. You good?
What? Keep going.
Oh, hashtag auto professionalism, everyone. This is what I have to put up with.
God.
So, yeah. As we were saying, first of all, last year there was an event, 12 Days of Christmas, where Zoza himself, out of his own pocket, paid for a ton of stuff and gave it away. He's going to be doing that again this year. However, we here on the Ordocast are going to be doing that too. So we're going to tell you what we're going to be giving away, and that will be done on episode 20. And this is what you could possibly get. Goodies for WildStar. A Star Wars The Old Republic Cartel coin card, which is 2,000 Cartel coins.
That ain't no joke.
A Star Wars The Old Republic 60-day time card. A Rainbow Six Siege key, redeemable through Uplay.
Boo.
Unfortunately, nothing I can do about that.
I know.
Assassin's Creed Syndicate key. Also through Uplay, unfortunately. Not much I can do about that. And also a key for Star Wars Battlefront. That's what we will be giving away. Rainbow Six Siege, Star Wars Battlefront, TOR 60-day time card, Cartel coin card, WildStar goodies, and Assassin's Creed Syndicate.
But Esva, what do we have to do to get all these amazing prizes?
You have to be a registered member of Ordo Imperialis through the forums. You must be rank of SG1 and above. You must not have any sanctions against your account. Must be in good standing.
And when will we be giving away all these goodies?
2 weeks' time. I believe that episode will be on Saturday the 19th at 4 p.m. Pacific time, right here on hitbox.tv/Ordocast and YouTube.
Woohoo!
Exactly.
So, there you have it, folks. Saturday the 19th of this year, 2015, December the 19th. Fucking be here and you'll get free shit.
Exactly.
Somebody will.
But that will also be our last Ordocast of the year as well.
Yes.
That will be our last Ordocast. We will then be back. I believe I told Zoza it would be the 9th of January?
Yeah.
Yes, the 9th. So, yeah. So, mark that in your calendars. December 19th is our last Ordocast of the year. And then we'll be back on the 9th of January.
Yep. And don't forget, guys, give me your top 10 best and worst games of this year. That way I can go through and do the list on the 19th while we're doing our giveaways.
Exactly. And while we've got you here, for those that have been paying attention today, you would have noticed that the Ordocast forum went absolutely batshit crazy. Finally ported in all the previous episodes from YouTube into the forum, so they're all there now. But also, MP3 recordings of the episodes will be coming back.
Sweet.
I know they were popular. I know people have been asking me about them, so they're coming back. And also, the Ordocast guest applications are now open again. So if you want to be a guest on the Ordocast and be the first guest of 2016, now is the time. Go over to the Ordocast section of the forums or follow this link.
Yep.
And become the first guest of 2016.
See, Zoza keeps saying not me. I think we need to force. Speaking of which,
Yeah.
didn't we put up a poll a couple of weeks ago about
We did.
if we wanted to have Zoza come back? What were the results of that poll, Esfa?
The results of that poll were they want Zoza to come back on a regular basis.
So every week, right?
Pretty much.
Sounds like a plan to me.
It certainly does.
Awesome. So there you go, folks. Zoza, you got it. Zoza has to do what you guys tell him to do because he's our communications type person. He's the face of Ordo. So there you have it.
Yep. So he has to come back. And as Keisha said, don't forget to fill out, just to reply to his top list of 2015. There is the URL. And that's something we're going to be going over in our last episode. It's probably going to be about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours long, being it's our very first Christmas one.
Yep.
God, it's hard to believe it's been going over nearly 20 weeks.
That's crazy.
'Cause, I mean,
5 months, man.
well, it's actually probably longer. I mean, there's a couple of episodes where there's like 2-3 weeks between them.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like if
Wow.
you just do the math on it for 20 weeks, 4 weeks in a month, it's about 5 months worth of 5 months worth of work.
Yeah.
That's a lot for
It certainly
one guy that
is.
does all the work and one guy that sits here and acts like a retard.
Well-
I'll let you guys decide which one that is. We all know who it is, but we'll let you guys decide who that is.
Over there. He's over there.
No, yeah, that's the guy. Wait, hang on, wait.
It's over there.
Where's it?
Yeah, he's over
Just hang on. I got a stupid thing.
there. Other way.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, that guy over there. Whoops, no, that guy over there.
There you go.
Yeah, that guy over there. That's the one that does all the work. This guy right here is the retard.
Yeah. So yeah, guest applications now back up. Head over there, fill them out. Make sure you do your top 5-10 list so we have something to talk about.
Yep.
Make sure you're here in 2 weeks for the giveaway. And until then, have great games and get involved on the forums. Get Ordo out there. Have fun, guys. I mean, that's what it's all about. If you're not having fun, there's no point in us doing this.
Yeah, the world is definitely taking a shit in a handbasket right now. So you guys watch yourselves. Be safe out there. We'll see you
Saturday.
next week? Yeah.
Next Saturday.
right.
The 12th.
Yep. So like usual, I'm Kisho.
I'm Esfa.
Hashtag get Ordo. Make it a fucking thing. We'll see you guys next time.
Exactly, and this was episode 18. Well, connections, and you know what? Start making some.
Amen, brother.
It's definitely a better place when you got people you can hang out with, have fun, and have a laugh with, even if they are complete retards like Keisha, who laughs at me just saying PC Master Race. There he goes again. Stop it! Oh
I can see the shitstorm coming on the forums. What the fuck you mean PC Master Race? Fuck you guys. We love you guys. Thanks for everything we do. We really appreciate the last, well, on the 19th it'll be 20 weeks, so we do appreciate it, and we'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, we'll catch you guys next time, and thank you so much for joining us, and we'll be back again on the 12th, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Blame Zoza, he does everything at Pacific time. Just because stupid second life. So we'll be back then. Not sure what I'm calling the episode yet. I'm not even sure I'm going to make graphics for it. It might just be me and Keisho playing a game. Who knows?
Yep. That's a good idea.
Knows? It could even be Keisho playing Rainbow Six Siege.
Woohoo!
We'll see.
I'm not doing multiplayer. If you guys try to fucking make me do it, I quit. Fuck you guys.
You heard it here first. News at 10. Keisho quits. That's it. Kick him out.
All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take it easy. Be safe. Watch yourselves.
Yeah, and have fun. Play those games and get Ordo's name out there. Catch you later, guys. It's been fun.
Bye.
Bye.